Yo, what's going on everyone? Z Karma here, back with another video. Today we will be discussing and breaking down another trait here in Hogwarts Legacy. This time around we'll be taking a look at one of the most popular traits, and this one is called Unforgivable. Unforgivable level 3 trait will give you a significant increase to damage dealt to cursed targets. Anyway, last week I made a video on a trait called Scorch 3, which increases your damage to Incendio by 15% each time you apply one. These increments were multiplicative, which means that each Scorch level 3 trait applied gave me a 15% increase individually. For example, if I had 500 base damage with my Incendio, it would be 500 times 1.15 to the 6th power, giving me 1156.53 damage to my Incendio. If the bonuses were additive instead, it would have been 950, so 500 damage times 1.9, which is a 90% increase, because technically we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 pieces of gear, so 15% on each would be times 1.9, get that 90% increase, giving me 950 damage. But instead they were multiplicative, which gave me more damage, as you saw earlier. Anyway, point is, someone actually pointed out that Unforgivable 3 provides a 30% increase in damage. So naturally, I decided to put that to the test so I can test out if I could actually stack multiple Unforgivable 3 traits and if they were multiplicative or additive with each other. Well, it turns out that they do stack, which is great. So with this current build, my base damage with Incendio on a cursed target is 823. I applied one of these traits, Unforgivable 3, and attacked the same cursed target, making my damage now 1070, which is a 30% increase. Now, when I stacked multiple Unforgivable 3s, I noticed that these were actually additive with each other instead of multiplicative like the Scorch level 3 trait. Anyway, I applied Unforgivable 3 trait on each piece of gear. Of course, you have 6 pieces of gear, and since they're additive, that's a 180% increase, which basically you multiply by 2.8. So 823 damage to a cursed target multiplied by 2.8 gives me 2304.4, and as you see in this gameplay, I do 2306, which is basically the same thing. I mean, decimals are hidden, so our initial base damage was probably over 823. It could have been 823.5 or something like that. Regardless, these trait bonuses are additive with each other. If they were multiplicative, my damage would have been much higher at around 3972.5. Even with that, this is still one of the best traits damage-wise across the board. You have to keep in mind though that this will only apply to cursed targets. So using some talents from the Dark Art section will improve the efficiency of that said trait. So for example, if you go into the Dark Arts tree here, you can see that Expelliarmus will curse enemies. This one makes Stupefy, curse enemies. This one also makes Flipendo, curse enemies. This one, dealing damage to a cursed target, inflicts damage to all cursed targets, so that's pretty good as well to increase your damage on every single person at a time. Over here, an enemy you control under Imperial cursed targets curses other targets with each successful strike, so you can use this one to curse targets more and more and more. So, you know, you can just use this tree, work around cursing multiple targets at a time, and you can actually make this work really well. Additionally, obviously, if you're fighting a boss, you could just curse the boss and you're basically constantly having that increase in damage with those traits. So anyway, that's all I wanted to cover for today. If y'all want me to make a video on a specific trait, testing the damage and how it works, please let me know in the comment section below. And if you want to sub for more content like this, feel free to do so. Make sure to drop a like as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.